All right, what's going on? So we're going to go ahead and do a training on how to market to community in less than 15 minutes. We're going to pull a list, we're going to download it to our account, we're going to send it mail, and we are going to also send it to a dialer and hop in the dialer and start calling a little bit. So this is going to be pretty awesome. And we're actually here with some of our community. And so I'm just going to ask one of y'all which city and state should we do? So anybody have a location? Ideally in Florida. Give me a Florida location since that's where I invest at. So
Miami.
someone give me like a you said Miami?
Yeah,
Why you
I
do
know.
why you do that to me, Marlon? All right, so
Like
Miami.
a small neighborhood in Miami.
Okay, like what would be okay, let's just go we'll just go to Miami. I'm gonna go to Miami. Is it just straight up
Miami's
Miami,
huge.
Florida?
You could do Opalaka.
Opelika. Well, let's just see. Let's just do this. I'll say Miami, and then I'm going to do a quick market analysis. And when did I start this? How many minutes we at? We're at 11:35 a.m. So we got until 11:50. So I'm just going to do a market analysis and figure out what community would I really want to kind of zoom into here. Right away, I don't want to see anything over probably for me 650,000, I would say in that area. So I'm going to say 650,000 value and below. I don't want any of that like ritzy stuff in Miami. I'm sure there's a bunch of it.
Yeah.
That seems like a good price point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then filter by things that are owned for less than a year and currently owned by a business and click apply. And I just want to kind of get an idea of what's going on inside of the market. And so right away, I see 27, I see 27, I see like this one with two. I ain't going there. There's not going on down there. Oop, gotta watch my language. Mason's gonna have to bleep that out. There's nothing going on there, right? I don't want that area. But the 27 down here, there's some stuff going on there. 49, there's clearly a bunch of stuff, but I have a feeling it's because there's probably a bunch of condos and townhouses. So I'm gonna narrow this down to single family residence only, and I feel like that number is gonna change a bit, possibly. Let's see. Yeah, see, it like goes away. But then boom, look at that, like 100. So this Hialeah, is that how I say that?
Close enough, man. Not bad.
All right. So that area, so there's something going on around there that I might be interested in. Clearly, that's something's going on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that as my area. So I'm gonna zoom in. And by the way, this is only 527 properties over the last year that were popping up here, under 650,000 in revenue that are single family residences. Maybe I add in townhouses because I'm sure there's some townhouses around this area too. And that gives me a little bit too. So now we've broken apart. We got 55, 28, 42. But man, clearly this area south of the airport, OPF, and north of Miami is clearly a decent little spot. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna clear out my filters here, and then I'm gonna zoom in to just that area. I'm just gonna do a draw polygon while I have it up here, and I'm gonna cut south of two of nine, was it 924? I'm gonna go south of that, and I'm gonna go down to one was that County Road 195? And then I'm gonna go up here. So we're just gonna grab that whole area and then let it consolidate there and see how many total addresses are here. So we got 16,000 single family residences townhouses. I'm gonna go ahead and narrow that down to own for more than 15 years. Then click apply and see what we get. All right, so we get 3,000, and I'm going to narrow that down now to only own to individuals. So basically no LLCs. And I got 3,716. Would you say, Marlon, since you're here, would you say that this area is a decent area at all? Like, was this where people would
That
be?
area, that area is super hot. Like
Okay.
everybody wants to kind of live there. That speak Spanish at least,
Okay.
or who
It's
grew up in
weird.
that area.
Got it. So it's weird to me that I got nothing over here. Like, why is it all right here? That's kind of strange. I'm guessing everything over on the west side here is
Yeah,
not is all worth more than 650,000 or something.
correct, correct.
Okay. So this is like the up and coming kind of area for everybody. Got it. Okay, so we got 3,716 addresses. I want to narrow it down even more. So we're gonna say we got 15 now. I'm gonna narrow it down to absentee owners now and say apply and see what we get. 428. Perfect. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna select all 428 of these. I'm gonna click add to account, and I'm going to put this on. I'm gonna add a tag here for Miami farm list. I'm gonna click add. And then I'm going to add this to my 10 plus year ownership list because that's really what this is. And I could add it to another one if I wanted to, but you'll notice most of these are high equity properties owned by an individual and they're absentee owners. So these could be rental portfolios. These could be people that, maybe they inherited a property. It could be a various different things. So I'm going to click add properties to account. And now those 428 are being downloaded. And what I would want to do is I'd want to do this. Of course, I could have hit that whole 3,000, but what I'm doing right now, if I'm imagining this is in my business, I'm saying, you know what? I want to go to Miami. I know Marlon's down there, and I want to put my line in the water down there. And if I get anything down there, I'm gonna pass it over to Marlon so we can JV some deals. But I don't want to hit all of Miami. I just want to hit like the best communities, and I would just pluck out, 500 here, 500 there, right? And so now those are being downloaded. I can click on my activity log, and I'm gonna see that under my upload. It's processing right now. I got 228 and it is 53% complete. I'm going to watch for that to get complete real quick. And as soon, there it is, it's done. Oh, no, it's not. Still working. It'll be complete here in just a second. And what we're going to do in the meantime, I'll show you my direct mail. We're going to send these people direct mail. I created a new design this morning, actually, that we're going to send to these people. Well, these people speak Spanish most likely, huh? Hmm.
There's like a very good mix. Um,
Really good mix.
yeah,
You
yeah,
think
yeah. I
they
mean,
can You think in that area, Miami, even if they speak Spanish, they are bilingual?
yeah, yeah. Most of
Okay.
them, really, they have to be like 60 and above to not, and even most of them still do speak English.
Okay. All right. So I'll be safe with this postcard. So I'm going to send this postcard. I created this inside my account earlier, and it's a really simple one. It says, "Hi, my name is," and it'll be my first name, and I would like to buy your property at property address. If you'd like a quick, no hassle sale at a fair price, please call or text me directly so we can speak. Blessings. I'm going to switch blessings to God bless. And then my phone number, and then or visit, and then my website. And then on the front, I have a QR code that goes to my website. It says scan me with phone camera for free offer. And then I have call or text me on the front as well. So it's really simple. I'm gonna click save. So we have a postcard now created that we can use when this to send mail to, and that's gonna be the first thing we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to add credits to my account as well, but I'm gonna go to my settings page here, or I'm sorry, my activity, look at my upload, make sure it finished. Okay, so it's all done. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open another tab and add credits to my account on my other tab really fast. Okay, so she'll do that to me really fast. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and filter by these records and get them ready so that we can um, build our campaign. So I'm going to click on filter records and I'm going to click load. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to filter by our list, 10 plus years single family residence. And then we're going to filter by our tags, which is going to be our Miami farm list. Okay. And then I'm going to do parameters and others. And I'll do numbers, no, skip trace, no. And then I'm going to save that. And then, yeah, let's take that. We'll save this. I'm going to put it underneath my default folder for now. And I'm just going to say Miami farm. Okay, as a needs skipped. Okay, so that's just going to be a quick skip trace folder. If I click apply, we're going to see that I have 380 that are clean records, and then I actually have 48 that are incomplete. And wow, I noticed something right away. This person's name, Simon, it looks like it's in a trust actually. Um, owns 12 properties, so that may be a good buyer as well if I do get a deal under contract or potentially a portfolio sale. At any rate, we're going to mark it to the clean data. All right. And she's going to add credits to my account real quick, and then I'll skip trace those. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to enhance this filter a little bit, and we're going to say if it has been skip traced or if it has phone numbers, and it doesn't have any call attempts, we're going to go ahead and consider this people that are ready to be called. Okay, so I got credits in there now, she said, so I'm going to save new. I'm going to put this and call this Miami Farm ready to call. All right, we're going to save that. And now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it with my direct mail. So I'm going to say direct mail attempts are equal to 0. I don't care if it has phone numbers or not. So, and that's important because the people that I don't get phone numbers back for, I want to make sure that they're getting mail, right? And so I'm going to say, I don't care, but I'm going to do vacant mailing no, because I want to make sure I don't send mail to a vacant mailing address. So I have, the farm list, I have vacant mailing no, and I have direct mail attempts 0. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to say it is my Miami farm needs mail. All right. And then basically now, after I send my initial campaign, I could just moving forward to, on a monthly basis, I could look at who I've already sent mail to and send them mail again. Anybody I've already called, I'll call through them again. And it's basically a back and forth here of me managing that. But we're not going to worry about that. I just want to show how we can get mail and market initially, not follow up. Okay. Um, Okay, so now let's go ahead and refresh our screen here. We should have some money like magic created in our account. And I'm going to click on filter records. I'm going to click load. I'm going to go down to my filters down here on my default filters and click on the needs mail. I'm just going to send mail to everybody here. Click apply. It's going to be 355 properties. So we're going to select all of those, send to direct mail, and then we're going to call this campaign the Miami Farm December 2024, and then choose that mailer that we had here. We're going to go ahead and have Florida Cash Real Estate, our return mail address there, my email, my website, and the phone number. And we may make sure that that's the right phone number just to be safe here. My direct mail number ends in 5031. That's it. We'll click save. We'll say, well, I want to send this ASAP, and I'm going to download my proof right here just to make sure that we have it looking right. All right, open it up, and I see, hi, my name is Tyler. I would like to buy your property at 97. If you like quick, no hassle offer, I got my phone number there. God bless Tyler, or FloridaCashRealEstate.com. I got my QR code there as well, and then I got his name and address there as well. So that's good. All right. And then I am going to check my boxes here. And it's 55 cents per postcard, so it's going to cost me 200 bucks there. But hey, this seems like a really hot area. I feel like if I get a lead in there or we get something under contract, I'm sure people are paying a good price for it because it's a hot area. We'll be able to make our money back no problem. Even if I sent these people 12 postcards over the course of the year, right? It might cost me what, 1,500? No, that'd be what would that be? If I sent mail to these people every single month for 12 months times 12, 2,300 bucks. So if I got a deal out of $2,300 in spend in that neighborhood, I know that would be a good ROI because a $2,500, acquisition cost is nothing. That's totally acceptable. Okay. But I don't think we'd have to mail that long to do that, especially because we're calling them as well. Okay, so we're going to start campaign, and we're going to, and so now that mail is going to go out. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to our records page because we've already done the heavy lifting here. I can very easily now just come down here, click on what needs skip traced that I don't have phone numbers for, select those, and notice this is 380. That means that there's about 30 properties where the mailing address is vacant. And so those are an opportunity. I couldn't mail them. And now, if I don't get phone numbers back for them as well, that would be an opportunity to dig in and maybe go door knock those properties, right? So we're going to send these to skip trace. I agree. What's our time at? Oh no, we're getting pretty close. It's because I've been yapping. That's okay. We're going to skip trace records. We need those to come back. Meanwhile, I would have my virtual assistant going through here and cleaning these 48 properties, cleaning up the names, making sure these are complete addresses so that I can skip trace those ones and market to those as well. All right, so we're down to 364. 343. And once this campaign finishes, we're going to click on our next filter, which we can already look at if we wanted to. The stuff ready to call. So we've got 55 so far, 61, 66. All right, we're looking for this filter that has no numbers to get back to 0, or I can simply look at my activity log and look at my skip trace action and wait for that to be complete as well, right? Okay, in the meantime, let me go ahead and get in a smartphone, or so I can get in a smart dialer so we can set up our cold calling campaign. All right, and I'll go to smart dialer, right? Let's see if our skip trace is closed. We're about 50% complete right now. What's really awesome about this too is once this finishes, I'm going to see, like right now I got 19 with no results. That's okay. I got mail going out to those. But what if there were a vacant mailing address and it was no results? Right now, that's a piece of property I need to dig into deeper, right? So we're getting closer. So far we've done a market analysis with the, Marlon told us, hey, go to Miami. I looked around Miami. I found an area that looked like a hot area from a market analysis. I confirmed with Marlon, hey, is that a good area? Since he's down in that area. He's like, yeah, that's a great area. We've downloaded the data. We've sent mail to it already. That's scheduled to go out. I think Monday is as soon as possible that it could have been sent and printed and in the mailbox. And then we've skip traced it. It's about finished. We're going to send this to the dialer and then we're going to do some phone calls. And that quickly, I can start generating opportunity in an area that I've never been to. Um, Hopefully I don't end up the first person that picks up doesn't pick up and start speaking Spanish and I don't know what to say and I fumble it in
I
front
got
of
you.
Marlon. Yeah, yeah, you come in. Yeah. 1 second, let me just get my translator. But what we'll do here is we'll click on records. We'll now filter because that skip tracing is complete. We'll say ready to call, click apply. We'll select those now 325 properties and we'll send those to. And so just a real quick note, this just shows how much opportunity is there that most people never like get. Like there's we downloaded a total of 400 and some properties. Some 40 of those were incomplete. 380 of them were ready to be skip traced. Only 325 got results back. We sent mail to everybody, but out of the stuff we sent mail to, 40 of those had vacant mailing addresses. So there's a lot of opportunity in between the weeds here that so many people miss out on, especially, and we're only talking about 500 records here. Imagine 10,000, right? There's just so much money, and most people just don't know how to find it because they don't have the visual insights to know that it exists. Okay. So we're going to go to integrations, and I'm going to send this directly to Smart Dialer. I'm going to say only phone numbers with no status, which would be all of these right now. I'm going to call the campaign again Miami Farm. And then I'm going to choose a couple phone numbers here. We're going to update those inside of Smart Dialer in a second. We're going to say the voicemail drop is going to be, hey, it's Tyler voicemail. That voicemail is literally like, hey, it's Tyler. Give me a call back. And this connection is bad one is what people are going to get connected to. If I get connected with more than one person at one time, one's going to get the, hello? I, I can't hear you. I think my connection is bad. I'll give you a call back. And then I'm going to connect with the person that I am connected with, and then we can call the other person back. All right, so we say next. We got some tags on there. We'll click send contacts. And that fast now, we're going to refresh our screen over in Smart Dialer, and our campaign is in there. And it will start importing our leads. And as soon as this is finished, we can start calling it. But we're going to click on our settings mode for now. And we are going to add our bulk dialing phone numbers real quick. All right. Got 4 of them. We're going to jump this up to a 3-line dialer so we can call through it pretty quick. Normally on this small of a list, I would single line dial this. I would not be doing this in a bulk dialer. And then we're going to click save. And look at that. Our campaign is already finished. We got 775 properties in there, or phone numbers, which accounts to the 325 properties. And I'm just going to click on, in fact, let me make sure that we're sharing audio here. And we're going to go ahead and click on new session. And we're going to see if we can't get in contact with somebody here. And I'm going to show you what's happening in real time. Click start. Failed number right away. That number would have updated as a dead phone number over in REISift. I'll show that in a minute. If we don't get anybody too quickly here, we're just going to kind of close it, but it'd be cool if someone picks up and we at least get a not interested or a
Call
wrong
has been
person.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
So I just chose the drop voicemail option. I'm going to click finalize call and I'm going to say follow up later. That's just going to make it to where it still gets dialed in the future. Now it's going to continue dialing. All this is updating back to REISift real time, of course. So if I get a failed number, that updates the phone number as dead in REISift. If I get a wrong number and I disposition that, it's going to put a wrong number in REISift. Ooh, let me click start calling. There's a setting to do that where it starts calling.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 30 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Drop that voicemail, finalize call, follow up later. I'm determined to get, call back. That means someone picked up.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Now they
The
sent me the
person you're
voicemail.
trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Drop the voicemail, follow up later. Another callback. Hello? Hello? Chili. I think it was a bad number. I'm going to do finalize. I'm going to consider that one a dead number. I'm fairly positive that was a dead number. Okay, and so that went and updated back as dead number. We'll click start dialing again. We'll give it like two more, maybe one more round, two more rounds of number.
Please leave your message for
Dang.
78779.
Getting voicemails for days. Now we got another callback. See if they answer.
Please leave your message for
Ain't got time for these voicemails.
Magic Jack customer you have called is unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Sorry, but the user's mailbox can't accept more messages.
People are trying to call them like crazy, so we're just going to consider that a dead number. All right, another group of three. I don't think I've ever had it on when I'm recording. Hey, Jasper?
please leave your message.
Where I've not got connected like instantly with a correct homeowner. I always get really lucky. So this one's a failed number. We'll use that one as our example. We'll search and show how it updates as a dead number. All right, if Jasper don't pick up here on this last phone number, we'll get back and I'll show you how things updated inside of SIFT, and then really it's just a matter of rinse and repeating that same thing. Okay, let's do one more. Really want to get connected to somebody. I've only been on for 4 minutes, so. But like, what's this 850 area code? I don't have a Miami area code that I'm using.
Hello?
Hey, LaShawn?
Hello?
LaShawn, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, LaShawn, can you hear me?
Hola?
Hola? LaShawn?
¿Quién es?
I have no idea. It doesn't sound. Is LaShawn a Spanish name? Not really,
Not
right?
at all.
He was
Not at all.
yeah, he was definitely a Spanish.
That last name either.
Yeah. So I'm gonna consider that a wrong number. All right, we got to pick up. I'm gonna consider that good. Sadly, we didn't get to talk to a homeowner, but we'll click close session for now. We'll go back and we can kind of see our breakdown, and we see total calls. We only made 22 dials there, right? And so not bad to, not get a lead in 22 dials, but it does happen. It does happen. So what I can do now is I can click on those calls though, and I just want to show you these dispositions we have. Wrong number. Let's search that one, and let's go to that address in SIFT now. I can literally search that number, and instantly that record pops up. I can open it up, and I can see that phone number is now tagged as wrong number. And so when I resend this campaign back again to farm this area even deeper, I'm not going to send that wrong number. I'm only going to send the ones with no statuses and back to the dialer again, and I'm going to continue to farm that down. In the meantime, what we can check is after we finish that campaign, there could be some records that are tagged now with the Miami farm. Okay, and every phone number is wrong or dead. And for now, we're just going to put in here the phone status contains at least one dead number, just to pop up those records that we had that were dead with a dead phone number. And we got three records where the phone number that came back was a dead number. And so if I open that up, we see there's one dead number. But over time, as I dial through this, maybe I get a wrong number, another dead number, but I've already got my mail headed out, so that's okay. But maybe that direct mail turns return mail, and now I got return mail and all dead or wrong numbers, and now I would need to go door knock or dig into some family members or whatever. Because remember, we're dealing with absentee properties here, so look at that. There's 3 out of 5 of these ones are dead. Right? And so if they don't pick up this, or if I call this, and I could manually call this now if I wanted to, but if I don't get a correct response and every number is wrong or dead, that's opportunity. Again, just to show where all the potential losses of deals are in the normal cycle without tracking your data and without having a
We
process dialed
said,
in.
I told you.
That's what sound like someone was getting yelled at. That's what we're doing here. So anyway, that is I think it ended up being more than 15 minutes. I think we ended up being closer to 25 because of our cold calling and explanations in between. But there you go. That's how I would go into an area, analyze it, choose the records, bring them down, send mail, and start cold calling them all within that period in time. Most people, it takes them weeks, if not months, to even get to that point. They're just sitting there watching videos and just letting excuses block them from just taking action. Right. And if I was to go back and I was to only be doing real estate and I was focused in, I would be farming the heck out of that area. I would start with the absentee owners, and then I would start with the owner occupieds. I'd focus on the out of state ones and dig into their family members. I go door knocking. I mean, that's a really hot area that we pulled from. Over 100 sales in the last year in that small little community of 3,000. That's a big number to have sales. And so there's definitely a crap ton of buyers. And then I can go back to that same filter that I did my market analysis on and literally pull buyers right from that same location that are already buying deals. Okay. So that is that. All right, so that was a live training with some of our community members, and so it was 100% organic, right? But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned basically how quickly you can go to a community or go to a county, analyze to a community that you can start farming, bring down some high value prospects from that area, get marketing to them in direct mail, which is really a really nice, effective way to get in front of them, give them that business card, and then also skip trace them and get them to a dialer where you can start calling through. Additionally, we could export that data, skip trace in another location, add those phone numbers for when we dial a second time. But really what I just wanted to show here is how quickly you can not only set up some filters to know exactly who it is that we need to market to and show, how you can now, like, let's just say, for example, I want to go pull more data from that location and tag it with my farm area in Miami. If I downloaded more data from that area, tagged it with farm data, I could just reuse those same filters that I just made to know who needs skip traced and who needs to be sent for cold calling. And so we've kind of built like a process that's repeatable to where I can continue to farm, more stuff around those areas. So anyway, hopefully that was useful to you. Hopefully you learned a little bit of something and seeing, hey, there's gaps in my business that I could address by using REISift. And also some ideas on how you might be able to analyze your market, and I don't know, just a little bit of everything. I just wanted to give you this free training to hopefully show you that there is a really awesome way to do this business, to be direct to seller marketing. And if you have any questions, reach out to our team. There's a link above for Talk to Us, most likely, or join our Facebook Mastermind community at REISift Mastermind Community on Facebook. And that's it. Again, thank you so much. See ya.